Hey guys, I got a exciting story out of a state that doesn't necessarily like the right to self-defense. A liquor store robber shot out during the armed holdup. There are some videos, I reviewed them, that kind of shows some previous altercations that this store had. Nothing specifically from this event. Um, Before we get into that, my name's Steven with Armed Culture, bringing you news related to the Second Amendment, specifying on self-defense. Let's get into the story. In Concord, California, a late-night convenience store robbery in Concord ended in unfortunate circumstances from gunfire when the store employee shot and ended an armed suspect in what authorities and witnesses describe as a clear case of self-defense. The incident took place at the S&S Fast and Easy Mart in Willow Pass Road just before midnight on Friday. According to police, the suspect entered the store wielding a shotgun and demanded employees open the safe. Man, right there, it's an armed robbery. So he's coming in with excessive deadly force there with the shotgun. You know what they say about shotgun: rip that flesh off and throw it on the ground behind you. So that's when another employee, upon seeing the threat unfold, acted swiftly and fired his own weapon, striking the suspect. The armed robber was pronounced not here at the scene. Man, good shot there. Witnesses described the scene. The local resident Tao Valvicino, hopefully I'm getting that right, recalls seeing the suspect walking towards the store before the incident. He said, "I see the guy walking from the corner. He got a shotgun in his right hand." He said, adding that he immediately ran back to his house and called 911. Smart thinking there, getting proper authorities to the situation before the store owners are able to assess the situation. So people are hopefully already on the way. Customers who frequent the store were quick to voice their support for the employees who intervened. It was his life or theirs, and honestly, with any weapon, of course, that's where we're at. But shotgun, especially depending on what he's loaded with. He defended himself, said Dustin Lospeach. Another customer, Dustin Reed, emphasized that the necessity of self-protection. They're protecting their property and their business. They're protecting other employees and, honestly, patrons too. This is the clearest idea of protection of the community, of yourself and others. This the other employee, he wasn't involved in the open up your safe, so he could have theoretically just ran or found himself not involved in one way or another. But instead, he decided that the patrons and the fellow employees of this business are far more important than his ability to just run away, and took action to stop this threat seemingly fairly quickly. So the legal question arises, but charges are unlikely. In the wake of the shooting, legal experts weighed in whether the store employees could face charges. Michael Cordoza, former shooting legal, a former prosecutor and criminal defense attorney, believes the situation was clear-cut case of self-defense. Here's a guy with a shotgun walking in. That sends a pretty loud message that, yes, y'all are in danger here. I like the way he put that. He explained. So far, neither the Corte Costa District Attorney's Office nor the Concord Police are indicated that charges are forthcoming. I think the DA is going to be hesitant to file cases because they know if they bring it to jury, the case of getting the chances of getting a conviction are rather slim. Cordoza noted. People in the community are sick of and tired of all these crimes. And, as someone who lives in an area where things like this also happen from time to time, well, more often than I would like to admit, honestly, I couldn't agree more. Like, how long how many times do you have to see a story where a place you might where you might frequent to pick up some odds and ends, uh, is no longer safe? Like, we've had a couple of Walmart shootings recently and that Walgreens shooting. Going to these local, uh, I guess you could call them the watering holes or the local market, and knowing that at any point somebody could just come in and with fairly lethal, deadly force and just demand anybody in the business do what they want, I would be sick of those crimes as well. The store owners and the community react. This isn't the first time the S&S Easy Mart had been targeted. The store employees and customers say crime has been has been a growing problem in this area. The previous incident, a theft and break-ins, the store owner Gary Sharma expressed his gratitude for the community's support. My customers are coming in tears, saying, "We're so glad you guys are okay, and it means a lot." The response to the latest crime in the store has increased the security measures and is handing over surveillance footage to the police, installing additional cameras. So they're taking a chance. They're not taking their chances for the next one. They're going to fortify the place and make sure that everybody is on notice that not only are they being filmed, but hopefully that their employees are armed. The Concourse police continued their investigation. The community members remain firm in their stance that self-defense is a fundamental right for the law-abiding citizen. Shouldn't have to live in fear while simply trying to earn a living. Couldn't agree more. I've covered many stories here where you're at work just doing your normal job, which oftentimes when you're doing your job, you find yourself in a routine where you might not be as vigilant as you would be, say, out in a new town or walking on the street at night. This case highlights the importance of responsible firearm ownership and the necessity of being prepared to protect oneself and others when facing violent threats. Whether or not formal charges are being pushed, public sentiment leans strongly in favor of the store employees' right to self-defense in a life or death situation. I think this is a fantastic shoot. The fact that it happened in California, in my opinion, just goes to show that, one, these cases are on the rise, especially in places like California. Two, that positive self-defense can still happen in a state where they're less affirmative of your rights that you should have based off your birth. And then also, three, that the community at large is kind of getting sick of this. Not only are employees being more willing to carry on under their own accord, but also, as you can see, the community was reaching out and was very upfront about how much they thought that this particular store owner or store employee did the right thing. But, I'm sure there's other people out in that state that think otherwise. Get in those comments. Let me know what you think. Do you think that this store employee did the right thing? Do you think that maybe this customer was just walking around with a shotgun and maybe the story is wrong? Let me know your thoughts. If you found value from this story, if you could smash that like button, that helps me out a lot. And if you want to hear more stories related to the Second Amendment and self-defense, subscribe to Armed Culture. My name's Steven, bringing you said stories, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.